Hi there. I thought I'd just give you a bit of background to the earthquakes we've been having. Let me see, 2 minutes past midnight this morning, we had a 7.5 Richter scale earthquake located about 150 kilometres away south of us, which is sort of just under 100 miles. So pretty close for a 7.5. And just after it hit, my son came racing out of his bedroom and dived under the dining room table. And as it kept on rolling, I dived under the table as well. And my wife was under a doorway. And that went on for about 25 seconds, and then it settled down to a bit of a roll and rock. It was a pretty good shake. We had a few things fall off shelves, but nothing, no real damage. So that was good. Then we were a little bit concerned about tsunamis because we live about 1 metre above sea level in a tsunami red zone here in Wellington. So we grabbed all our emergency kit and jumped on our bikes because we don't own a car at the moment. We're doing a no car experiment. So we jumped on our bikes and rode 1 kilometre up valley and up the hill to a friend that we'd pre-arranged. If this ever happened, we'd go and crash at his place. And that was quite nice to do that. It was slightly bizarre. On the radio they were saying, emergency services say there's no tsunami warning. And so we stayed at his place for a while and then decided we would head back. And at the point that we decided we were going to head back home, the emergency services changed their assessment and said there's a tsunami warning for the whole of the southern east coast of New Zealand, including Wellington. So we stayed where we were and we slept as much as we could, all at his place, on his couches. To give you a feel for how this has been, an hour ago we had a 5.1 Richter scale earthquake that we felt. We had another 5.8 that was a pretty good shake, and again our son jumped out of bed and was a bit nervous, but this was not nearly as bad as this morning. 2 hours ago we had a 5.7, 2 hours ago we had a 5.6, 8 hours ago we had a 6.3 Richter scale earthquake, and goes on and on and on. So every 2 or 3 hours we're having a good shake, which is a bit unnerving, but we're all fine. There is as far as we know, there's only been 2 deaths in New Zealand from this earthquake, which is too many, but not too bad considering it's a 7.5. New Zealand is basically a string of earthquake fault lines, so we all kind of accept that that's part of living in this country, but even so, we prefer they didn't come. So we're all fine. The power wall, I don't know if you can see it over there, it's fine, nothing fell off. The DIN rails were fine. So it's nice having a battery backup. We didn't lose any power, as it happens, but the where we went to stay, 1 kilometre up the road, they did lose power for something like 6 hours. The worst thing was this morning, when we eventually got back home, was there was no internet. Couldn't do anything. I was bereft. That was the worst thing that happened, and that didn't come on until this afternoon. So that's been our drama so far today. We're all a bit tired because nobody slept particularly well, and lots of people are a little bit nervous tonight, but it all seems to be okay so far. So thanks for watching. Cheers.